Hi, I am Yogesh Sripati Mitkal and today's date is 16 August 2021 and our today's video topic or today's concept is what is the polymorphism in Java programming language. Now in that the polymorphism is in a Java is a concept which we can perform a single task by using the multiple or different ways. So in that there are polymorphism is derived from two Greek words. In that the poly is one and morphs is another. In that the poly means many and morphs means forms. So that's why the polymorphism is a concept. It's called by it's a multi solutions which are taking by giving a one problem. So that's why this is a very useful in Java programming language. So in that there are two types of polymorphism in Java programming language. The compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. These are the two types of the polymorphism in Java programming language. So we can perform a polymorphism by using the method overloading and method overriding. In that our method is override or overloading or the multiple or reusability of the method. At that time the compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism is taking place. So if you overload a static method in Java, it is the example of the compile time polymorphism. In that the method overloading concept which occurs the compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism occurs in a method overriding concept. So first of all we discuss about the runtime polymorphism in Java programming language. So in that the runtime polymorphism or that's also called as a dynamic method. In that process we call to an overriding method so is resolved at a runtime rather than the compile time. So in that the runtime polymorphism the method is overriding at that the condition. So we taking a class and which class has two methods, addition and subtractions, and another class which have also two methods, multiplication and divisions, and that class was addition and multiplication methods. So the both class have addition method is same. At that the point the second class was extends all the properties of the first class. At that the position our first class all the methods are going to the second class. Now we are also create a third class and that third class create a object of the second class. That means the copy of that class. At that time we call the addition method. So at that time the addition method is calling in the child class or a second class. So that's why this is a runtime polymorphism. So in this the process the overriding method is called through a reference variables of the superclasses. The determination of the method to the call based on the object being referred by the reference variable. So that's why this is the user. Let's first understand the upcasting before the runtime polymorphism. So before the runtime polymorphism the upcasting process is taking place. So if the reference variable of the parent class refers to the object of the child class, it is known as the upcasting. So that's why this is the if the reference variable of the parent class refers to the object of the child class, it is known as a upcasting. So this is the upcasting. Now in that for upcasting we can use the reference variable of the class type or an interface type. For an example, so this is the runtime polymorphism in Java programming language. Now there are example of runtime polymorphism in Java. In this the example, we can create two classes, bike and splendor. At that the condition splendor class extend the bike, means the splendor all the splendor give all the properties of the bike, and at that point it overrides the run method. So we are calling the run method by the reference variables of the parent class, since it refers to the subclass object, and subclass method overrides the parent class method, and at that the point our subclass method is called, and also or a child class method is called at that the runtime polymorphism. Since the method invocation is determined by the JVM not compiler, it is known as a runtime polymorphism in Java programming language. So that's why when we create a class name was bike, in that condition we a method name is run, and another class is fender, and it extends the bike class. At this point this have also run method, but arguments as process between the run method is differently. So our creating a third class, and we create a object of the child class. At that condition we call the method by the reference variables. So at that the point this is the it also called the method of the child class. So this is the this is the example of the runtime polymorphism. Now so this is the example of the runtime polymorphism. Now in that the also it have many different ways to understand by the runtime polymorphism, but in the also we are discuss about the compile time polymorphism. In that there are many methods, or which are different methods, and have a method. In that the method name is same, but the object passing or argument are passing in that method was different. So that's why this is the called as a method overloading in polymorphism. So this is also a useful for the Java programming language. So in that the Java runtime polymorphism with multi-level inheritance. So let's see the example of the runtime polymorphism with the multi-level inheritance. So in that the first we create a class, name was animal, and it have a method was a eat method. Now another class dogs, and extend the properties of animal. At that also a eat method, and we create another class baby dog, or extend all the properties of dog, and also have a eat method. The public we also create a fourth class and create a object of the animal a1. So create all the object of the before the classes. So that's why the output was different by using the variables, or we creating a object of the different classes or different variable. At that the point for the output is different, but in the output was we create only one class by using the child class. So at that the point we call the eat method by using the reference variable. At that the point the eat method is call only for the child class. At that condition there are another classes have eat method does not calling at that time. So that's why this is the runtime multi-level runtime polymorphism in Java programming language. So that's all about the polymorphism in Java programming language. This is all about the polymorphism. Okay.